everyone, welcome back. I am doing a metallics tutorial thanks to everyone's feedback on what kind of material they want to see from Wolfdoll, tutorials, other fun projects. So let's get into it. So we're going to do the metallics. This is something I've been practicing for the last year, 2 years, and it's something I feel like I've gotten really strong at. And believe it or not, drawing metallics, anything reflective, glass, for example, is very, very easy. It's like the simplest thing, and that's why I think it's my favorite thing to draw. A lot of people think it's complicated because it's a metal, but believe it or not, with this tutorial, I'm hoping that you'll learn something from me, but you'll also be able to apply it to your own work, and you'll see how easy it is. So for this tutorial, I'm going to be using a helmet, a knight's helmet. Now, once you learn the process here and my steps, you'll be able to apply the same process to any type of metallic, whether it's gloves, whether it's skin, whether it's glass. So just for now, I'm going to be doing an outline, and I'm going to show you step by step how I break it down. So for the first step, this is what I call just like gaining your color palette. You can pick up the colors off of your reference image. So these are my colors from light to dark. As you can see, we've got some grays that are like blue tone, dark tone, brown toned. And with my reference image for now, I'm just going to break apart the different kinds of tones. So we've got the reds as the darkest mid-tones. We've got predominantly mid-tones, but then I've got also my highlights. So I'm going to separate all that, and then we'll move into our main tone, which is going to be that gray, the lightest gray next to the highlights. So once we do the lightest gray, that's going to be our first layer. We're going to, make everything gray. And I like to do a non-destructive way of layering, especially on Procreate. So what you're going to do is have your main base layer, and then after that, you're going to be making clipping masks. So here I'm just starting the process where I'm copying the different gradients, the different colors. I'm going to be just how you see it. That's it. Just how you see it. You add it to where you see it. So this is my first layer. I'm going to be adding everything I see, the darks, the lights, and then you blend. You just blend. So that's going to be the first layer of metallics. That's the base. And as you slowly move on and build it, you move on to the second layer. So again, same process. You're going to choose your colors. I'm choosing these kind of mid-tones now, building up my mid-tones, however I see it. And just copy your reference photo. So again, I'm finding those colors. I've got those browns, those purples. I'm going to move into my highlights. And yet again, all you do is blend. Now, you don't want to overblend because then you lose that kind of like texture, that liquidy metallic texture. So here we go. I'm just blending, and then we're going to move into the details. So highlights, little things. This is the fun part. This is when you get to zoom in on your reference photo and add what you see. And don't be flustered if it doesn't look how you think it will at first. It definitely will in time. As you keep building it and building it and building it, it will tend to look like the reference photo. So again, you're going to start blending, adding more details. Here I'm adding more of my browns, more of the dark textures to give it more of a contrast, especially in the top of the helmet, the crease of the helmet, kind of like the neck area of the helmet, towards that eye, the little eye slit. There's like a dark spot there, and then you blend. And then here's the fun part. Here's rendering. So rendering is really important. You got the basic colors down, but when it comes to rendering, that's really what is going to pull everything together. So I like to render with the linear blend or the color, I believe it's color blend. And with this, I used kind of like a purple, and then I lightened it. But see how it kind of gives it more of a, it's not so flat anymore. It kind of gives the colors more depth. And you can figure that out. I mean, you can add different kinds of rendering experiment with it, But once you get that down, that's when you really start to do the final details and, of course, more blending. Everything with metallics has to do with blending. So with my final details, I'm just like coloring in the darkest spots. I also start to add those dirt marks, those kind of like dirt marks, little highlights around like the not the buttons, but like those knobs of the helmet. So I'm adding highlights, I'm adding those like dirt marks or like those like scuff marks. I'm using like a freckle brush for it. And then I'm going to turn down the opacity so it's not too strong. But then again, more final blending, more more rendering. So when you render, it doesn't have to be just that main layer. It can be, you can, like I started rendering the browns because I thought the browns in the helmet could have been a little bit lighter, kind of, you know, sticks out a little more. And I used the add blend. So it kind of like pops out the brown and pops out those kind of like reflective surfaces. You can use that for the highlights if you wanted to give it more of a glow effect. But yeah, that's pretty much how you make metals. It's just a layer by layer basis. You get your color palette, your darks, your midtones, your highlights, and you just paint where you see it. You paint where you see it, and then you do it again and again and again until you get exactly the kind of effect you want. So this is my way of doing it. So yeah, again, I'm going back in with the whites and I'm using like a added blend effect, which will brighten everything up, especially the highlights, which is, I think, one of the most important things, of course, for metals or glass, is you want the highlights to pop out, or else it wouldn't be metal or glass. But yeah, once you hit this final stage, this is going to be the end of it. Finishing your blending, finishing the details. It just, when it comes to metals, it does take a few layers to get it just perfect. So here's my final result. As you can see, there's a lot of reflective surfaces. The browns are popping out. But yeah, so this is pretty much how you do it. If you have any questions, let me know, but you can apply this method to anything, especially liquid, glass, etc., etc. So I just want to thank you for watching. I know it's been a while. And you know, follow my Patreon for free to get early access to all of my tutorials, whips, projects, and more. And you can also follow my Wolf Doll Inc. account, which is where I'm going to post my tattoo journey as well. So thanks for joining me. Please save this video, bookmark it if you can, help me out. Tell your friends to join if they need some tutorials. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.